Rockstar Radio Podcast.
I feel like when I started recognizing, like, okay, good music was probably, I know this is going to sound crazy, but Spice Girls.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. So that's like late 90s, early 2000s. So it's the girl band, boy band era.
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
Don't sleep on them Spice Girls, man. They were the biggest girl group in the world. You know, them and Destiny's Child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Destiny's Child, they were like, I listened to those albums over and over and over again.
Were you all girl group, or did you leak into the Backstreet Boys NSYNC era?
I did. I leaked into that phase too. Okay. I loved, and Justin and JT was my favorite. I just thought JT was so fine. Mm-hmm. JT was fine. It was more about looks for me.
Yeah, he was good looking.
It was the looks.
I think he was kind of slept on a little bit as far as like vocals. You know what I mean? I think Justin just went because he had that swag and he had that hood appeal, kind of. You know, like Justin Bieber.
He had that Southern boy. He was a Southern boy.
Yeah, he was a Southern. He was that boy from Tennessee.
Yeah, you know they got that little swang to them.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Dang, Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Who we got over there? We got Obama. We got Jordan.
Chance the Rapper.
Oprah. Chance the Rapper.
Common. Kanye West. R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen, king of R&B. Let's just be honest.
Come on, king of R&B.
R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I can separate the man from the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, Robert's the one we don't like. We like R. Kelly.
We like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
When you say young, how young we talking?
Did you see that Saturday Night Live opening skit?
Yeah.
Like, is that the camera? No. That's a prank. No. Okay, so would you if you was like around your nephews and nieces, would you bump R. Kelly music around them? Are you
Honestly, yes, because he's one of the best songwriters that we've ever come across.
Right.
I mean, honestly, like when you're talking about formula and literally just like speaking from experience and like just being free with your art, like, I mean,
that's what's up.
Top 10 for sure. Best writers of all time.
You might have been made to one of his songs, you know what I mean? You might have been created, possible. You know?
It's very possible.
It is, man. So we got R. Kelly, Aaliyah. What about like the R&B groups from the 90s? Like, because you were a singer, so who give me some singers that like
R&B groups?
Yeah, give me some.
B2K.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bop, bop, bop.
I got everything I need in my life except
wait a minute.
Girlfriend.
Yeah. Bow Wow, that whole era.
Okay.
I had Bow Wow on my wall.
Did you go to the Scream tour?
I did.
How was it?
I loved it. I remember when Beyonce came and did the show. This was her first time performing as a solo artist.
Beyonce did the Scream tour?
She did. She opened up for one of the Scream tours one time in Chicago, and it was her first time. And it was when "Baby Boy, You Stay on My Mind" was like out, and I was like, yes. I was like, yes. And you know what? Back then, she couldn't really sing and dance at the time. Like, she was still learning to be conditioned and stuff. And I just remember her being like, she couldn't sing the songs. She was like, everybody, yeah, baby boy. And I was like,
she didn't get the. Was that like, before? It was
she worked to be where she's at.
After Crazy in Love.
That was.
I feel like after Crazy in Love, Crazy in Love set her off with that.
Yeah, it was just like, but to see that, to have that memory in my head, it just goes to show you that like everybody starts somewhere. And they have to work hard to be where they are because she wasn't always Beyonce. Right. You know, she worked to be Beyonce.
Is that your formula right now? So you're on a grind right now.
I'm on a grind right now.
Interviews, you know what I mean? What is the current single is
Hit It Off.
Hit It Off. I like it. Let's talk about it, man.
Thank you.
So
it's a true story, man. I actually wrote that record about a guy that I slept with on the first night.
Hey man,
and we hit it off.
Oh, that's right. He hit it and hit it off.
He hit it off.
So okay, like, break down the lyrics.
I started off the song talking about how on my worst day, you make me feel good like I cashed 100 mil going up. Right. It's my birthday.
Okay.
Like the way you make me feel like it's my birthday.
Did you get that connection with him before you let him in the club?
Honestly, before I let him shoot up the club.
He shot up the club?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Not on the first night. Not on the first night.
Okay. Oh, so there was a second night then?
There were multiple nights afterwards,
got you.
and that's what made me write the record, because the connection and the bond was just so dope that like we became like inseparable. It was like the first night we met, it was like, I love you. Like even though we didn't say that, that's the way we kind of like felt about each other.
I feel that. I've felt that with women before, and this is it's a weird feeling. Because you're not like in love.
Yeah.
You don't really know them.
But you like you ain't like.
Right.
Yeah,
I witnessed it. I witnessed it. Okay.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah, she introduced us. It was a whole thing.
Man, Kalisha's the plug for everything, bro. How'd you hook up with Kalisha? How'd you guys find each other?
We met each other through like mutual connections in a PR group, and then we went out to an event together one night, and then I actually just went to this event so happily by myself. I'm that person that I'll go to things by myself.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that's like, I gotta travel with 20 people. Like, I go to things by myself.
Did you go to the movies by yourself?
I've done it one time. It was kind of lonely. It was kind of lonely. I would never do that again.
There's no one to turn to and be like, you see that?
Yeah.
I was in there drinking too. It was just like emotional for me. I was like, what am I doing here?
Something feels a little lonely. You remember which movie it was?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do the restaurant thing a lot by myself.
Oh yeah.
Wrong,
Ain't nothing wrong taking it. Yeah.
Like that.
Take yourself out to eat all the time.
Yeah. Plus, you go at your own pace. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to rush to get out of there, or you can rush. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm by myself. I like getting a check at the beginning of the meal. You know what I mean? Because
You like, I know that this is it.
yeah. Well, I don't care about the amount of money, but like sometimes you when they go, you never know when they're gonna come back. If it's a busy night, they might take you might be done with your food, and they take forever to come bring you a bill or whatever.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You be giving yourself self-care dates?
Self-care dates? No, I wouldn't say dates. I would say the way I pamper myself is to try to, when I cut my hair for you today, by the way. I cut it about an hour ago.
Hey.
Okay. You better show up for me.
Shaved a little bit. And I sleep when as much as I can. This doesn't mean I sleep a lot or all the time. I just like that's my pampering days. Like I don't go and get facials and nothing like that. But like, what about you? Are you?
I pamper myself.
You do it with your girlfriends or with the Paris clique?
I do it by myself sometimes. Kalisha called me on the way to the interview. Where was I at, Kalisha?
Balenciaga, baby.
I was at the Balenciaga store.
That's the self-care we like.
I said, Kalisha was calling me like, where are you at? I'm like, she's like, you know it's gonna take you. So I'm like, I'll be out of here in a minute. Just give me a second. I was in there shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Balenciaga, where were you at?
She was in
Beverly Center.
Hills.
I was in the Beverly Center.
Not giving it down.
I told her, I was like, look, I used to commute from Beverly Hills to Riverside like once
like,
a
get
week.
here.
Yep.
It's gonna take you 2 hours. So
yeah.
Did
Wrap it
Did
up.
you buy some?
Yeah, I did. I bought like a little everyday black handbag.
Like a clutch? Like a...
No, it's an actual bag.
What's the difference between a clutch and a bag and a purse?
A clutch is like occasional purse. It's
Is a
for
clutch like a wallet?
very much so. Just
It's
a
like a
bigger
wallet.
wallet. It's something for you go to clubs, events, something where you just weddings. You need something
Now, what's the
small.
point? Why you girls gotta have? Let me see. Who has their bag in here?
we got
Everybody got bags.
Let me see. Everybody bust out their bags real quick. Let me see.
Everybody need bags.
You guys bring a bag? Paris? Ladies? Y'all bring a bag? Okay, can you bust it out?
Let's show the bags off.
Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, everybody put their bags on the table.
There
Let's see
you
yours
go.
behind the
You
counter.
need small bags.
Bag? All right. Wallet's up. I'm just kidding. And, now I'm gonna give me your money. Let's see. Okay, so this is nice. This is like a good size for a purse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like this. You know what's up with the ladies that like have them big old bags? Like
That's old school.
Yeah,
you don't do that no more?
Yeah, I will do a big bag, but it really just depends on for what. Like my tote bag
You know what I'm
has
talking
become
about,
my
right?
whole
The big
bag.
old, like, your what bag?
My tote bag has become my whole
The whole
bag.
that has a sleepover kit.
You know what I'm saying? There you go.
There you go.
You stuff it up. You know, this is my
Just in
overnight.
caser. You know what I mean?
Put this in the trunk.
Be prepared.
Just be prepared.
I feel it. What are the most important items you would have in a bag that size? Like what you can't leave with the house without?
So I'll show you guys.
What's in the purse?
I need my weed.
Oh yeah, let's open it up.
We need the weed. Okay.
Okay.
We need our passport.
Got a greenery. Okay, got the
Let's not give all the
Of course, 'cause
information
your artist
out.
gonna be traveling. You know what I mean?
Never know. I might get asked to hop on a jet tonight. Okay. Need the passport.
What's up? Is this how I haven't seen my passport forever. I haven't traveled.
Gotta have the money. Gotta have the cash.
Gotta have a little cash. Never know if you need to throw somebody a little $20 or something.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Valet.
Are you more of a
Valet.
Are you more of a casher or like a card? Like
I'm a card person.
Okay, that's what's
but
up.
I feel like $40 to $50 is always necessary to have in your account.
Picture. She's pretty, bro.
Right? Let's not give all her information out. Hold on.
Hold that out. My bad.
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a second.
Right? out. That's why we should record.
So
Damn, that's
yeah,
funny.
simple stuff, cards, and then my keys, like
so
in
we
which
got-
I have a cute keychain.
There you go.
I think the camera guy stole your weed. Oh, no.
You stole it. It was you.
Okay, so we got a few nugs in here. So,
And wraps.
and, oh, you got wraps. Okay, I was going to ask you how you smoke.
And wraps.
Okay.
I smoke blunts. I will do cones
You know how to roll
occasionally.
your own?
Of course.
Man.
I'm a pearler. I pearl that blunt.
I don't know what that means. I don't really.
So when you pearl the blunt, that means that it comes out damn near like you bought it out the package. Nice and smooth and seamless.
Okay, you got that, like, that good saliva?
Yes, that good saliva.
Stay wet.
So you don't like no pipes, no bongs, no Billy Bong.
That's too
Corin.
crackheadish.
Is it? Is that too potheadish?
Yeah.
Because this is more like I'm
Crackhead.
on the go.
I said crackhead.
She don't like the glass.
Gotcha.
The glass.
Gotcha. Is that? Would you say weed is like one of your vices? I mean, do you like to eat? Or do you drink? What are your couple of your
I'm
poisons?
a little okay with everything when it comes to weed. I actually used to work at a dispensary for 3 years in LA. So I'm a real weed connoisseur, but I am more so into flowers.
Okay.
I prefer flowers because edibles put me down.
What is flowers? What do you mean?
Weed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're flowers.
I'm like, I keep turning to Alex 'cause this is the weed smoker in my
He's like,
circle.
what is flowers?
He's like, come on, fool.
The nuggets.
Grass.
The grass.
Okay, I got you.
It's the proper
You got
way.
some
You know, it's a
lingo, man.
nice way of saying weed.
Word.
Flowers.
Is that what Miley Cyrus song was about? I
Is
gotta
that?
buy myself flowers.
Maybe
Probably
is.
Dang, I just.
Is
You
our
know
shit
what?
too
She
together
probably
now.
could.
It's probably like a double entendre.
Yep.
Yeah.
She could buy her own weed and her own flowers.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the like the vibe. I'm getting. So this is why I was asking you like the the girl groups or singers or whatever that you grew up on. I'm getting the Aaliyah vibe mixed with like her, but you got such like a spunk to you right now. You know what I mean? Like I can see where all those influences came in. The beanie with the glasses and the hair underneath the.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Well, thank you.
She's
I appreciate
beautiful,
that.
bro.
Yes.
I appreciate that. A lot of people, like, I recently did an interview and somebody asked me, I had never had anybody ask me before, like, how would I describe my fashion? You know, like, how would
Right.
that describe me? And I was just like, honestly, I feel like I dress, like, my personality, very bold, very, you know, outgoing and, like, free spirit, but still, like,
Would you rather rock
tomboy
something like
sometimes.
the tomboy look, like the oversized shirt?
Yeah.
Because you make
I'm
it
a
look cute. You
sneakerhead,
got the
too.
bling. Okay.
I'm a sneakerhead. Jordans, I'm from Chicago.
Okay, I was about to say,
Jordans all day.
Go-to kicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
A1 is my favorite Jordan.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. The ones.
Yeah. I like a lot of them, though. I like the
Highs,
ones,
mids.
threes.
Okay.
Ones,
I don't really
threes,
go
sevens.
outside. I don't really go outside the ones or the threes. That's pretty much it for me.
You don't like the 13s?
I couldn't even tell you what they look like.
So those are the ones that, like, I can't really describe it. But yeah, those are another common one that he used to play in a lot. And, like, the Wayne brothers used to wear those a lot on their show.
Word.
But yeah, I
She's a
love those.
sneakerhead.
Yeah.
So how many pairs of shoes you own? Do you think you own more kicks than heels?
No, definitely.
That's what's up.
But I do own a lot of heels too, but I love my sneakers. If any day, like most of the time, I'm like, I'd rather throw on sneakers than heels.
Yeah. I feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk music, man. Hit It Off is the joint. That's the one that, are you pushing that right now? Is that
Yes.
the single that you're trying to get to radio, to
Yes.
around the world? Is that off of an EP? Are you just singling? Are you doing singles right now? You dropping singles?
I'm just dropping singles right
Okay.
now. I'm just trying to get the people just more
Do you have a
excited.
body of work, like an EP out right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Yeah. I dropped the EP in 2021. It's called Up in the Air.
Was that your first one?
It was. And I wrote it while I was a flight attendant. I wrote a lot of the
Damn, this girl
records.
been
Yeah,
she slams
man.
weed.
Yeah, man.
She's a stewardess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which airline
Past
you-
life.
Yeah, past life, man.
Yeah.
Singer now. She does
Yeah.
everything.
Got to.
What airline did you?
I worked for Spirit when I wrote that project.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did. I used to be on those planes in the back, annoyed and writing music.
What was annoying about being a stewardess? Like people just like unhappy, bad travelers. Like what's?
I think that I just
is-
didn't realize how much stuff could happen on a plane because I'm a person that gets on the plane like I'm probably asleep before takeoff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I may get something to drink or eat and then I'm on my way, you know? I've never known that so many people could just be so needy on planes, like so
Well, they
needy.
feel like it's they pay what they pay for a ticket, and it's like a service, so they look at it almost like they're their own little like hotel room or something until they get to the destination.
Yes.
You know?
They're like, excuse me, where's the lavatory?
Yeah.
And I'm like pointing to the emergency exit, like it's that one right there. And then they go walk to the door and they're like, wait, oh my God. Like, yeah, where else would it be? It's right where the toilet sign is
Did they
at.
ever let you make the announcements? Like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be descending.
That was my
10,000
job
feet.
mostly.
Okay.
Because you got the voice. Hello.
And I would be in the back because if you make the announcements, like I would rather not have to greet everybody because I would be in the back eating.
Right.
You know what I mean? While people board the plane.
Are you a clapper when the plane lands, or are you a non-clapper?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's always that group of people that like, are we landing safely?
We made it. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I always thought that was weird. Like, they like give it up to the pilot, but I mean, it makes sense. I guess.
They're just happy to,
they got their
land
safe.
somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like, did you not think we were?
Yeah.
Honestly, you get into more accidents in a car than in an airplane.
In an airplane.
Yeah.
That's
You
facts.
Kalisha flies all the time. You always going somewhere. Dude,
Gotta
Kalisha's
go.
like
Got to, man.
this is
Got
like
to.
the plug right here, man. You got a good one in your corner right here, man. This
Yeah, I
is
love
the make it
Kalisha.
happen chick right here, man.
Yes.
And she's always doing something, man. Like, okay, so the last time I saw you was in a Dash in LA, and we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard. I think it was raining that day.
Yeah.
And doing the when you first see each other, how you been type thing, and she's like, yeah, I just got back from Dubai. Like casual talk. This is casual Kalisha talk. You know what I mean?
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. We be shaking and moving.
Good though, man.
You know, we only get one life to
You gotta
live.
experience different cultures, man. You know, people
Yeah.
get boxed in so much, doing a 9 to 5 out here, Even if you do the entrepreneur thing, wherever you're at, you're doing it where you're at. There's not a lot of careers out here, job choices past where you can travel the world and actually get to go far enough to see how people live completely different than how you live.
Yeah.
You get to go to a place in the world where there's no Stater Brothers or Vons or something like that, and they call it the Piggly Wiggly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about? So anyways, I think it's dope, man. Keep traveling, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing. Especially being an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get to touch people in different places, and it's always amazing to me. Like, I've done a lot of reality TV, so
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
yeah, I've done a lot of reality TV.
What was the first reality? Oh, have you done multiple shows?
Yeah,
Okay,
multiple
so
shows.
Talk about that.
So the very first show that I did was Are You the One?
Dating show?
it was a dating
like
show.
A Bachelor type deal, or what is it like?
Kind of like basically we had to figure out who was the match in the house. So we dated all of these different people. You had to figure out who was your match, and then if you figured it out, you won $1 million.
Like your match was already pre-decided?
Yes. And we didn't know who that person was. And we had these ceremonies. And during the ceremonies, we would have to pick. And we would just know if we got how many people we got right and how many people we got wrong. We didn't know who was right and who was wrong.
Right.
So we had to basically figure it out every week. Okay. Okay, well, we had this amount right this time, this amount right this time. Y'all was together this time.
Did you ever win any of these? Like, did you ever?
Yeah.
find
That's how I moved to LA.
Okay.
I moved to LA in 2014. I moved here. I was just telling Kalisha about this. I moved here with like $35,000 in my account.
That's a good start.
And so people was like, I didn't know the LA story of like sleeping on a couch and like staying with people, and I never went through that. It was like
You came prepared.
I came here and was like, "What's up? We working."
Yeah.
Got money in her account. She was
I was comfortable
living.
How'd you like that reality show life? I mean, when you're there and when you're filming, are the cameras rolling 24 hours a day?
Yeah, every day. And even when we're sleeping, we got cameras in the corners of the rooms. We have a couple blind spots, but once we figure out the blind spots, most of the time, because we have our mics on all the time, they know that we know the blind spots. They know when we talk it and they figure it out, and then they that's no longer a blind spot no more. And
was it
stuff
hard
like
to
that.
get used to at first, just knowing that somebody's always,
It's
watching?
very stressful. Honestly, that's why I had to stop, because after I did Are You the One, I did 3 seasons of The Challenge. I was a reoccurring cast member on that. It was just draining mentally,
They pay you for that to do reality shows?
Oh yeah, and every time I do another show, my rate went up more because I was a
What'd
vet
they say,
now.
Kalisha? Yesterday's price.
It's not today's price, baby.
Period.
Yeah, and you have to watch the show. She is amazing, like on the show. Like I started watching it. I watched like season 8, and then I was like, no, I gotta go back and watch season 1 because that's the season she was on. And I was watching. I know her in real life, right?
Of the Are You the One?
Or Are You the One? And I
It's on
know her
Netflix.
in real life, and I'm like, and it's on Hulu too now.
Okay.
And I'm like,
on Hulu?
that's
didn't even know.
Simone. Like that
I
is
didn't even know.
definitely.
I didn't even know.
I think they took it off Netflix, but it's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do know that they didn't have all of those seasons on Netflix anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's definitely So
tell us this, if you can talk about it. Were you really into the guy that you were dating on the show?
Oh God! Why does everybody ask me that? So I was dating this white guy who's like looks like Scooby fucking Doo.
Oh my God!
And
what's his name? The dude.
His name was John.
The dude on Scooby Doo.
No, his name was John. But I'm gonna be honest. I am a sucker for comedians and people that can make me laugh. And he is a comedian. Funny. He's a comedian.
That's always that's the first way to get to like if a guy that's the first way to know the guy has game if he can make you laugh. You know
why are comedians get me? But yeah, I have a thing for comedians, and he was just so funny. And I did like him. And what people fail to realize, let me say this. When we were filming reality shows, especially shows to that caliber where we're like a social experiment, we don't have our phones. We don't have television. We don't have music because things have to be licensed. Yeah. You know, we don't have coloring books or magazines, or we get 2 15-minute calls a week. So like
all you got is each other.
We have each other. So a day feels like 3 days when you're with somebody 24/7. We go to sleep with each other. We eat together. We sitting there, we're talking for hours and hours, finding everything out about this person. You know what I mean? So like, it feels like you're in that world. Like I can't describe it. It's like that becomes your world. It's all you think about. I don't know what's going on in the outside world. Right. Like,
well, that makes sense. It had to be.
It's crazy. Like when my mom called me, it was random. I don't know why I cried. But when she called me and she told me that Robert Williams had killed himself, I was like, what? Like it just hurt me. Like because I was just like so cut off from the world. Like I didn't know nothing that was going on. So you know, to answer your question, I did like him, but honestly, if it was in the real world, I had my phone, I had other guys to be entertaining, I wouldn't have been entertaining him. I wouldn't have. It was just we only had a selective few.
Is that the only time you've ever got into like white chocolate? You know what I mean?
No, I've dated outside of my race a lot. Okay. I've dated Filipinos. No, I don't have a preference and I don't discriminate. I've dated Filipino guys, tall, Italian guys, tall, dark, and handsome. Mexican.
Radio personalities.
You know, I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so hit it off. Give me other singles. By the way, your music video is dope.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
That's where I first started feeling your vibe as far as like when I was, I saw like the Aaliyah and her. You really had who did that for you? Who filmed?
Lex Macon. He's my director.
Where were you? Where was that? Was that shot in LA?
Yes, okay. Right in Beverly Hills. We kind of just like thugged it out. Like a cop had actually came and tried to shut me down, and I, pulled my shirt down a little bit, stuffed up my boobs, went to go talk to him. He let us stay there. He told me I got 12 minutes.
Yep.
And we made it happen in 12 minutes with the car scene of me standing in the middle of the street. It
was a fly video, man.
Thanks.
I liked it. It wasn't like, it didn't feel typical. Your music is, it feels very like now. You know, it feels current. It's got a great blend of R&B, soul, but with like, remember when Tinashe came out, she had that kind of like mustard feel.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can see that. It's so funny that he said that because I literally just wrote her. I was like, you should let me open for your tour. Yeah, she's going on tour. Yeah, she has a tour coming up this summer. I just wrote her, actually.
Dang, imagine. That's what's up.
That would be dope, right? That is my goal. Like right now, we're literally pushing for a HBCU tour for the fall. So that's what I'm working on right now. I graduated from an HBCU, so I'm trying to perform at all of the homecoming concerts for this fall. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Like I want to take my dancers with me. I want us to be able to just put on these dope, choreographed, creative directed performances and shows. Like it's the costumes, the hair, the makeup, the everything. It all plays a part. And like, back then in the day, I feel like back then you could get away with just being an amazing singer. You know what I mean? Like Whitney Houston didn't write her records. She didn't need to write her records.
She
didn't need to
demos.
Yeah, she got demos sent to her. It was like, you like how this sound? Re-record it. Like Whitney didn't write her music. Whitney, so I think it's a lot. It's messed up a lot of the time because a lot of artists even today get a hard time about like, do you write all of your music? You don't write all your music, and it's like a lot of people didn't write their own music. That didn't take away from their stardom and who they were.
And the labels don't control who's going to be the star anymore. Social media does. The internet
exactly.
does.
Right.
So I think that at the end of the day, like every artist has their strong point. Every artist, they may not be the best. Sierra may not be the best per se singer in the industry, but can't nobody fuck with her when it come to dance.
Right.
When she get on that stage, she has your attention. I don't care if she is. I promise. I don't care.
She can sing a little bit.
She can sing.
What are your thoughts
but I don't care. What if if they don't feel like she ain't belching out like Whitney Houston or
What are your thoughts
Mariah.
on Ashanti? Singer or singer?
Oh, she got a story behind that.
Oh,
one.
Ashanti.
Let's talk
I just
about
met
it.
her.
I think, I saw that on your social.
Yeah, I love Ashanti, And honestly, if I'm being completely honest, when I was younger, I've always been a writer, and my singing was okay. So, and I could dance my ass off. So it was like I was a dancer that could write. So when I was younger and I would say that I wanted to do music, it took me a long time to actually go with it because my confidence of me being like, I can't sing that good though. I can't sing that good. Ashanti was really one of those singers for me where I felt like a lot of people used to say the same thing about her back in the day, like, she's an okay singer. But her pen was so crazy, you couldn't do nothing but respect her.
Was she writing all her songs?
She writes everything and writing for Jennifer Lopez too. And,
Right.
so now it's like over time, it's with anything. You keep practicing, you keep doing it, you're bound to be better at it.
Right.
And like the other day when she just performed at the I Love R&B Festival, vocals was on point. It was times where she cut the music off and was going a cappella.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, Ashanti can sing. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why people always hated on her vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's back in the day, that's what we knew. We knew that's just what the sound was. We didn't know any better.
time was evolving.
Yeah, exactly. The sounds evolving, how you mix and master music is evolving.
Yeah.
Back in the day, music wasn't mixed and mastered to the extent that it is today, and the sound, and it's just different.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
different.
thing going around Instagram and TikTok right now where they're comparing Ashanti's version of the national anthem to Jasmine Sullivan's. You can't.
Two different singers.
Two different singers, and I heard Ashanti's, and I was like, "Hey, man!" Like I was impressed, man.
Yeah, she did. She did well.
She ate it up.
She did well. And the thing is, like, people don't even understand. A lot of people can say you can do it until it's time for you really to do it. First of all, the nerves that
The national
I know.
anthem's not an easy song
I
to
just
sing.
know from performing in general, whenever you're about to get on stage, it's this form of butterflies and the chunks build up in your throat, and it's like a whole thing that happens before you perform that you really have to completely release yourself to be able to perform for hundreds or thousands, or I don't care if it's a room full of 20 people, when people are judging you and you have to
All eyes
perform
on
for
you.
them and all eyes on you. There is a certain level of like professionalism that you have to possess in order to do that. So it's not easy. A lot of people think that like it's easy. It's not easy. Singing and dancing is not easy. No. Like I'm with my trainer right now 3 days a week because my last performance, I felt like I'm getting winded. Yeah. Like I have to be able to dance and sing and like sound good while I'm doing it. Yeah. So, I have to condition my body to make sure that I'm on that same level because I don't want to be lip syncing and I don't want tracks playing behind my records. I want to perform.
Yeah, Ashanti's always been pretty good at that too.
Yeah,
with her performances. I don't think I've seen her perform. Weren't you at was that Salsa?
Yeah, she was there. That's how I met City, her DJ.
City's my guy.
I love him.
He did good too when he opened for her. He did good.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. And then like mid show, they do that little skit, which was fun. But talk about how you ended up meeting her. Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, so I ended up meeting her because I had an article that was written on me on iHeartRadio, and on iHeartMedia. Yeah. And apparently I tagged her in it. Like, I didn't know if I should or not, but the article was basically saying that I was like the new R&B princess. So I was like, I didn't know how she was going to feel about it. So I was like, I don't know. But then I waited a couple hours and I tagged her just to see what she would say. You know, if she would see it or not. I didn't think she would see it, but I tagged her. And she seen it. And she reached out to one of her managers like, do you know this girl? Like, who is this girl? And then he was like, let me see. And then he looked at my page and he's like, oh, we have a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Who's our mutual friend? Kalisha. So he reaches out. He reaches out to Kalisha and he's like, yo, you know this girl? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, she's also my client. Like, you're just my friend of my client. He's like, oh, Shanti, you know, seen the article. Like, what y'all got going on? Like, would like to meet her. Da-da-da-da-da. We're like, okay. So then after the show, I went to her trailer and I got to meet her and she just, you know, gave me some words of encouragement and some advice. It was amazing.
Yeah.
What were her, I mean, can you share anything she said? Like her
Yeah, I had already shared it on Instagram.
Okay. I imagine so. Like, what was her inspirational to you, like words that?
She told me she's like, I know it sounds cliche a little bit, but don't worry about the haters. She was like, honestly, you're going to have so many people that tell you can't do this. Like, don't listen to them. Like, just keep going, stay consistent. She's like, I'm proud of you. You're doing well. Like, you know, keep doing it. Like, and I was just like, thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. Like that's such a good, it's such like a stamp, you know?
Yeah.
Just to get that recognition, like for her to see it. Like, I'm sure she gets mentioned on Instagram and tagged in so many things. The fact that like she saw it, the fact that there was like a connecting factor between, you know, the two parties, and like it just seemed like it was meant to happen. Like, what are the odds that she was going to be performing at a festival that I happened to be there and she happened to like be my client, and you know, like
it just like manifestation,
I was
honestly.
about to say, it's kind of just makes you understand and realize that what's happening is supposed to be happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just kind of.
And that too, you need those moments sometimes because you do get discouraged sometimes and you do feel like, damn, like, why am I doing this? Or I'm tired. You know, some days I just be like, I want to rest. I want to chill. Like, and every day is a go day, no matter what is going on. It's a go day.
You gotta learn how to play the long game.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard because you know, especially right now in the age of social media and stuff like that, and everybody's going viral on TikTok. You think it's that easy, and it can be kind of if you're lucky, but you know, so can winning the lotto if you're lucky. You know what I mean?
And it's also about how long you want to be in it, because a lot of these people that just want to go viral, it's like they're doing this for the moment, and they have no longevity in this career. And it's like, I take my craft serious.
Well, so many of them go viral without like trying, like they didn't mean to, like they just put something funny up or whatever, or even if it's music or whatever, you know. But that's why I say, you know, play the long game, man. Are you? I mean, you're on TikTok. I'm assuming. Are you? You play music everywhere.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on everything.
Which one are you on the most?
Instagram.
Bro, I got this report from my iPhone. You have iPhone? Do you ever see your screen reports?
Screen time?
Yeah, on what you use the most.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm embarrassed. I don't even want to say.
You know, do you remember?
I don't even want to say. It's so embarrassing. I hate that I'm on Instagram that much. I put myself recently on this like fast of like no Instagram the first 2 hours of my day. That lasted 2 days.
It don't work. If you think about it, like being on social media and like what we all do, it's part of our job.
It is part of your job.
You know, it's part of our job.
A lot of people don't understand that because they feel, you know, if they're not, you gotta, you know, it takes one to know it. You gotta be in doing this to understand. And then, you know, there's us and there's them and there's them and there's them. To the spectators and to the fans and stuff. I mean, they engage so they get it up to a certain point. But it's, you know, to the rest, they just feel like, you know, it's like a fake world. It's not like the real world. But it kind of, I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like
is Instagram
it's a
and
mixture
TikTok?
of both.
Yes.
It's a mixture of both. Like, because sometimes I am on there and I'm telling my real emotions, the really things that I'm going through, how I'm feeling. But half the time, like, what I'm going through in my personal life, it ain't for everybody. Because half the people, they're happy that I'm going through the shit. Right. You know, they're happy that it's not them, or they're happy that I'm sad or miserable that day or whatever. You know, they're haters. So it's only a certain amount of people that I feel like, and then it's also the support is fake too sometimes. It's like, the support is like, 3. And then as soon as something happens, I meet Ashanti. Now it's like,
oh my God,
I love your new song. Oh my God, your song's so amazing.
Well,
When it's like, but you didn't say nothing when it came out though. You've actually been watching my stories every day and never said nothing, and now you're saying something.
Right.
But is that necessarily a bad thing, though? I mean, you know.
No, you just learn it come with it.
It kind of comes with it, but I mean, like, I don't necessarily look at them in a negative way doing that, you know, because
you do what you're supposed to do.
They were watching you in the beginning, yeah. Mm-hmm. And, you know, maybe they didn't reach out to you, but they were watching. Mm-hmm. You know, they contributed to your views and maybe a like here and there. And then they see you, that's somebody that they've been watching and heard your music in the past, and then they see you and Ashanti, and they're like, oh, I know this girl from like when I was scrolling 2 weeks ago. Dang, she's with Ashanti?
Yeah.
And that makes them reach out, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing, you know? Like, I see how you can look at it like,
but I mean more so the people that we know.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
right.
I get more support from people that I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's always
than people
like that.
I do know.
Right.
Which is, it's always so, you know, trippy. It's like weird, but that is the reality of it. Honestly, I can meet strangers and they're like, I love you. I know this song, this. People that I talk to on a normal basis, they're like, oh, you did a video? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like so tripped out because people that I don't know love, they show real love, you know? So I take it for what it is. I know what's real and I know what's not, but I appreciate it all because either way, everybody's watching.
Yeah.
No matter what.
They're contributing to you in one way or another. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whether it's a view or a like or comment, whether it be negative or not. Comments help the algorithm, homie.
They sure do.
You know? What about your family? Are they supportive?
Yeah, I have a really supportive family. It wasn't always like that, but I remember my grandma used to say when I went to school for theater, she was like, you need to get a real job. You need to go to school for medical. You need to, you know, you need to be a lawyer. She was really pressing that on me, and I was just like, well, this is what I want to do with my life. I always knew since I was 5 years old that I wanted to work in entertainment. I always knew that. So they didn't always support it, but my mom always been in my corner, literally my #1 fan. She reminds me of things that I forget that I have done in my career. She's like, remember when you did this? Remember when we went to your clarinet recital? And then I'm like, bro, I don't even remember playing the clarinet, but two times pre-recorded, you know. But yeah, like, you know, she remembers literally every and anything that I've ever done in my career. So sometimes I have to call her to, like, when it's time for me to update my media kit. I'm like, am I missing anything? She's like, yep. You did this. You got nominated for. I'm like, oh my God, you're right.
What a lot of times people don't realize is that they've been like performers since they were little. Just because you didn't have a song out when you were a kid doesn't mean you weren't doing it. Like, if you play the clarinet, that means you've been in performing arts your whole life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even like sports is like a form of a performing art.
I've been dancing.
You have a job. I mean, you have a game, then you play your game in front of crowds that are watching on both sides. You know what I mean? Did you see the new trailer for The Color Purple?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Dude, okay.
I'm excited.
So Oprah is on TikTok now. And so obviously I follow her or whatever. She's got like 3 posts out. But the first one.
With 1 million views.
Right, already. Her first one, she was in a photo shoot. So she was like, her makeup was done in her hair. So she was in like a white robe. And behind her is Taraji P. Henson. What's the old girl's name from Orange is the New Black? The chunky black girl.
I don't know.
Danielle.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's in the movie also.
Because they were watching the trailer together.
They were watching the trailer together, yeah. And I saw it and just like watching the reactions, dude, it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know her was going to be in it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's no wonder she started acting now because she's just such a superstar. You're so talented, so beautiful.
It's all the same, though, honestly. Like, it's all, well, let me not say that, because there are some people that have who have went into acting and they're not that good. And I don't care how great their music is, they're not good actors.
Right.
But when you really, like, I was a theater arts major, so that's what I studied in school. Even in high school, I was on the drama team. I was Dina Jones and Dreamgirls in high school. Like, I've always been in theater. Dope. So, but it's all one and the same, though, because with theater, you sing, you dance, you act. When you're on stage, you do these numbers, you know, you do your numbers, and then you come out and sing, and then you stop singing, and now you're acting. And you know what I'm saying? So my theater background is really what has made me, like, really get into acting, like, for real. And even I've done a couple things. I did a short film back in 2017. It was nominated for IBFF Film Festival Award. I actually lost to Gabby Sidibe from Empire. And then, I went on tour with Jennifer Holliday when I was in college to do a play called Black Voices Hidden Bruises. And I played a little.
You a performer. You know what I mean? Oh, I see the SK. I was gonna ask about that.
When I was younger, SK was my rap name.
Oh, word.
When I was younger, I used to be rapping in my uncle's basement.
That's what's up.
And that was my rap name because the SK like a gun.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I spit that fire.
Okay. That hot fire. Hey, do you rap in any of your music or?
Yeah, my next record that's gonna be coming out, I actually got a feature from a New York rapper, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's like the song is very melodic, rappy-ish. Okay. I'm excited about that one too because I feel like that's gonna make people start respecting me for melodies more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, for everybody listening right now, let them know what other songs aside from Hit It Off. I want people to do their research on you. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing it. Like, I really enjoy Hit It Off, but I want to start hearing your other joints. So let me know what's on the way home tonight. What's the first thing I'm punching in?
Okay. So make sure you guys check out my records on Up in the Air, my EP that came out. I have some really good records on there. Sexting, Safety Blanket, Lost Feelings. Those are a lot of people faves.
Are these mostly like songs about relationships, sex?
My
feelings?
first project is about my ex.
Okay.
It's my whole project.
Okay.
My whole project. Oh, the whole
Heartbreak,
project.
love, sex,
Heartbreak Hotel,
all of it.
bro.
Man, I had to leave LA for a while. Like I had to get back to myself, and I became a flight attendant because I just thought like I don't want to work in entertainment anymore. Like I went through this phase, like just trying to just.
Well,
I don't know. But it's like I can never leave
Are you
my
dating now?
art. No, I'm not dating now.
Don't do that. I mean, casual, but
I'm
don't let them
dating.
distract you. Boys, let the boys be boys, man. You got a good career ahead of you. You know,
I know.
You got plenty of time for all that.
That's what I keep telling myself.
We all want love, though.
We all want love.
We all want love. We want kids. We want to get married.
You got so much time for that.
I know.
Stop. People always say that. No, we don't. Women have a biological clock.
We do.
Okay?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you want my son coming out with Down syndrome?
Is that what happens if you have a kid over 30?
No, it's possible.
It's more high risk. It is more high risk. It's more high risk.
But you got years to look forward to because from what I hear, women reach their sexual prime in their 30s, mid to late 30s. So you got years to look forward to all that.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. I mean, honestly, right now, I just got out of a relationship.
So you straight. Right?
So yeah, right now I've just been like, I want to focus on myself. I feel like it is a distraction, and honestly,
don't let these boys fool you out here, man.
It's just,
I'm sure they be in your DMs, hitting you with the lines and stuff. But hey, man, don't let them fool you, man. Let them know that
they're not giving us that game.
You're a woman with an agenda.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're about your business and you're focused. And when you got time for it, it'll
happen when it's supposed to. It'll happen when it's supposed to.
That's what's up, man. Simone is in the house. Let's
Simone
go.
Kelly, baby.
Hit it off.
Yes.
Hit me off. Hit it off.
Hit it off.
Give me 3 more.
Hit it off.
I got about a 20-minute drive home, so give me what am I?
A couple records?
Yeah, I'm doing nothing but Simone.
Okay.
On the way home.
On the way home, you gotta drop. You gotta listen to Hit It Off. Too Late.
Too late.
My Person. Time.
Sexting.
Sexting.
That's my favorite.
For
I love
sure,
sexting.
Yeah. So those 5 records will get you right. Sexting. Too Late. Time. My Person. Hit It Off.
Last time. When was the last time you sexted with a boy? With a man? Sorry. It was this last guy.
Yeah, it's been a minute now. It's been a minute. Life's been hard.
Sexting is awkward, dude, because you can only because you're not there with each other. I mean, I get into it every now and then,
Right.
Yeah.
I do my thing. And so they be trying to flirt these days. They send those messages, and I guess once they send whatever it is, that message, it's supposed to be sexting at whatever point that it starts getting flirty, right?
Right.
So it's like, you texting is meant to be that you message on your own time.
Yeah,
So it kind
right.
of takes not the romance, but like the fire out of it because they're like, yeah, baby, I just took off my bra. And, I'm waiting for you, daddy.
Here's my thing. As a man,
I'm sitting there waiting for 5 minutes for him to say something. Go.
as a man, so as a woman, right? As a man, if a guy's not texting you back like right away, should a woman be concerned?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about. If it's sexting,
No. We're not sexting. We're not sexting. We're just having regular conversation throughout the day.
And it's a text convo?
It's a text convo. You got your red receipts on, and you see he read your message, but he didn't respond. Should we be concerned? I just got a question.
I just recently turned mine off on a couple people.
A few hours?
No, man, people got things to do.
So no concern there.
No.
Yeah, because think about it. What if we didn't have phones? Yeah. What if this was like 1987 and we didn't have cell phones?
You don't
or 1967, we didn't have cell phones.
That has nothing to do all day but just text you.
Right.
You know what I mean, you want to do that's about his business.
Okay.
He's out there getting his money. He can't be texting you.
Okay, I've been Googling the answers, and Google said otherwise.
You got to be a boss.
But when sexting is concerned, you got to hit them back right away.
Are you a person that requires pictures though? Because I'm a person that I will not send nobody no pictures. And they be getting mad at me. I'm like, I don't send pictures, baby.
I look at that question like I look at reading a good book. You know, yeah, pictures help.
I ain't sending no pictures.
Okay.
Maybe you just said, like, you don't got to show everything. When you say send pictures, what kind of pictures are we talking about?
That's my question every time.
Flesh is powerful. Flesh is powerful, okay? You got to send him pictures. First off, I'm not sending no pictures, okay? Guy, listen. That's not too pretty anyway. Okay? I mean, ladies, you guys want the pics, but do you really like the way
I don't like when people just send me pics.
Don't send it randomly.
It's weird.
Don't send the unsolicited dick pics, guys. For the most part, they don't appreciate it.
We don't want that.
Oh, no, she's like, yeah, send him. Send him. But for guys, yeah, I can't really send it back. But listen, if you're sexting. And I'm just telling you right now, this is straight up. I'm in a room full of women that I'm sure you guys are all very good-looking women in here. You know, I'm sure you guys, do what you do with guys. You girls do what you do with guys. When you're sexting a man, if he doesn't hit you and it's in the middle of it, okay, you guys are already flirt.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and it's getting good. And he don't hit you back for at least, I would say maybe like 2-3 minutes, he's already done.
Oh.
It's a wrap.
He's already done.
He's already done, I'm telling you.
Out of there.
He goes and does his thing.
Out of there.
Oh, God. Well, listen to sexting.
Yeah.
It's actually the opposite way. It's like me being mad that I caught my guy sexting another girl. She's sending him naked pictures and stuff, and I caught it.
That's no bueno, man.
It's a good video, too.
Is it?
I actually directed it and wrote the treatment.
You would have sent?
I wrote,
Is it better than something you would have sent?
Yeah, because I don't send pictures. Okay. I'm just really into like I feel like I look at myself. I don't care. Like I look at myself as Beyonce.
Well, good.
Like I'm not sending you no pictures
don't
because
send pics to the dudes
you
that
don't need to be having this in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it was like someone on that caliber of like, you see this man as your husband?
Yeah.
Then the pics are cool.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, we've all made a little home videos and stuff like that with the person that we love, but even still, it's like. I'm real sketchy on that too.
Yeah.
Like I don't trust nobody.
Delete
I don't
them.
trust nobody.
Delete all them.
I can't tell you how many times girls have been asking for a picture, and I'm like, no, sorry. Dude.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
But you want them. The double standard.
The double
It's a double standard. But yo,
I'm
gonna just tell you like Pac would have said, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Double standard.
Get out of here, Nick. Get out of here, Nick Nack. Please.
You know what I'm saying? There was another dude in the room, bro. Man, I'm surrounded, bro.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's a woman's world.
Thank you for coming to Riverside, man.
Thank you so much for having me, Nick. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome here anytime. Look, next music video shoot, I want the invite.
All right.
You feel me? Don't leave me on red.
Okay.
What else did we learn? Yeah, what else did we learn today? Don't sex no more, boys.
Okay.
Until he the one. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, follow her. What's your links, your socials? All that?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at It's Simone Kelly. On TikTok, the same thing at It's Simone Kelly. On Twitter, it's Simone J Kelly. And yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, man, interact with your fans too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will.
Man. Engagement. You know what I mean? That's how it grows. That's what's up.
I will.
Simone, baby.
Simone Kelly in the building.
Rockstar Radio Podcast.